Some of the most important decisions in life come without guarantees. You stand at a crossroads, a relationship, a job, a move, a difficult conversation, a new beginning, and honestly, all you can see is the next small step. The rest is just fog. You wish God would hand you a full map, a timeline, and a safety net. Instead, he says, "Trust me." Trusting God when the outcome is unseen is not weakness, and it is spiritual courage. It is choosing faith over fear when the future refuses to explain itself. Faith isn't blindness, it's confidence in God's character. Trusting without seeing isn't about shutting off your mind or ignoring reality. It is about anchoring your confidence somewhere deeper than circumstances. You're not trusting luck, chance, or your own limited strength. You are trusting the God who sees the whole picture when you see a single frame, knows your past, present, and future without confusion, and loves you too deeply to be careless with your life. Faith says, "I don't know how this will work out, but I know who is leading me." That shift changes everything. The unknown no longer has to terrify you because it is not empty. God is already there. The space between clarity and outcome is, well, holy. We often think God's will is proven only at the end, when things make sense, or when prayers are answered exactly as we hoped. But, God often does his deepest work in the in-between. Between the prayer and the answer, between the decision and the result, between leaving something old and stepping into something new. This middle space, it really stretches us. It reveals our fears, our attachments, and those illusions of control we cling to. And honestly, it invites us into a deeper intimacy where we learn to say, "Even here, I trust you." The leap of faith is rarely about the situation itself. It's about what God is forming inside you through the journey. God rarely shows all the steps, only the next one. If you look throughout Scripture, God calls people using partial instructions. Abraham, "Go to the land I will show you." Moses, "Lead them out. I will be with you." Peter, "Step out of the boat." None of them received the full blueprint first. They were simply asked to move and discover the plan while walking. God doesn't hide the future to frustrate you. He does it to free you from control and draw you into dependence. If you could see everything, you would rely on plans, not on him. So he leads you step by step, not because he is unclear, but because he wants to walk with you. Fear asks for certainty. Faith asks for presence. Fear says, "What if I fail? What if this hurts? What if I choose wrong?" Faith responds, "Even if I fail, God will redeem it. Even if it hurts, God will heal me. Even if I don't choose perfectly, God can still guide my steps." Faith does not promise painless outcomes. It promises divine companionship. God doesn't always promise easy roads, but he always promises, "I will never leave you." So much of our anxiety actually comes from trying to control outcomes that are simply not in our hands. We rehearse scenarios, we overthink, we analyze endlessly, and yet we still feel uncertain. There comes a point where, logic has done all it can, and the rest, well, that belongs to faith. Trusting God means doing your part, seeking wisdom, praying honestly, and then releasing the result to him. It's like saying, "I will move forward responsibly, but I refuse to be paralyzed by what I cannot control." So what if you're afraid of choosing wrong? Well, here's a reassuring truth. A sincere heart is very hard to lead astray. If your desire is genuinely to honor God, he knows how to redirect you, even if you misstep. Closed doors, inner unease, or unexpected redirection are not signs of abandonment. They are often guidance in disguise. God is not watching from a distance, just waiting for you to mess up the path. He walks with you, which means he can reroute, restore, and redeem even imperfect choices. Faith is spiritual, but it's also practical. Here are some gentle steps. First, pray for peace, not perfect certainty. Certainty is rare, but peace is a better compass. Second, take the next small step. You don't need the whole staircase, just the next rung. Third, pay attention to inner nudges. God often leads through quiet convictions, not loud announcements. Fourth, release the need to impress others. Many fears disappear when you stop performing for approval. Fifth, remember past faithfulness. Look back at moments God carried you before. Your history with him matters. And finally, accept that faith will feel risky. If it didn't, it wouldn't be faith. You may not know where this road leads, but you are not walking it alone. God is not asking you to predict the future. He's asking you to walk with him into it. You don't need certainty to move forward. You need courage to trust the one who is certain. So take the step, make the call, release what he's asking you to release, embrace what he's placing in front of you, not because you can see the outcome, but because you know the one who holds it.